It's GT the Vibe Podcast coming to another episode. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Um, I may cough a little bit. I've been battling a little bit of a cold, but I want to get some stuff back out there to you guys. Um, so the election's been won. We know what happened. Trump by a landslide. Um, a lot of people didn't see it coming. I think that the Democrats thought that their plan was foolproof. Um, and I think they're shocked. So what we've heard over the past almost week since the election has been won is essentially you voted for Trump, you're racist, misogynist, bigotry, whatever. Our country's got a problem. We need to look at what's wrong with the country. Yada yada yada. Our country is the freest land ever that we get to pick whoever we want to lead us. I don't believe there's a whole lot wrong with the country. I think that we got issues just like everybody else has issues. But I think that the left liberals throwing around the word racism constantly is getting old. People are tired of hearing that crap. We've been hearing it for so long. Is like, come on, guys, pick something else. Pick something else to have as be your battle cry. But I'm gonna let Eddie speak. I don't agree with this dude, but he reminds me of Van Jones. Very emotional, over the top, unnecessary.
Eddie, how do you frame where we are in this moment as Trump and his agenda comes into focus?
I've been trying to figure it out, to be honest with you. There is a kind of ugliness that has haunted this experiment since its formation. And
he's a political analyst. Obviously, he's probably going to be liberal, left-leaning, just by his demeanor towards not getting Kamala winning the election. So obviously, we know where he's going with this, right? I want you guys to listen to what he says, and tell me if you think that this guy's correct about America as a country, the melting pot of different cultures, different beliefs, different religions. Different ethnicities, different types of people from all the different backgrounds. Like, we're the most diverse country in the world, like in the world. But he says we're racist and all that jazz. So listen to him and tell me what you guys think.
we can talk about the alienation of the working class. We can talk about Latino men voting for Donald Trump. But this country just elected a convicted felon who has been held liable for sexual assault, who traffics in.
Held liable does not mean that he was criminally charged. Liable means that they settled in court as a civil suit. So he's not illegal, right? But they use the terminology.
Ugliest and most insidious language.
Sorry. But they use the terminology to describe it. It's to get a point across, right? It's to get a point across.
Around race and sexism that you can imagine. And he may not have the money to engage in mass deportations, but the fear, the terror that people will have to live with daily, ICE showing up in their neighborhoods, being denaturalized, my wife, right? All of that is here now. And so...
let's not forget Trump was the president before. And we're still here. Abortions didn't get completely banned across the board. Nothing crazy happened. But all of a sudden he gets put back in office, and it's Armageddon. To these people, it's Armageddon.
I don't know what these people have done. I have no idea what they have wrought. But I do know that it feels familiar. So.
Peter, you've covered so many.
He goes on. There's another whole rant of him. There's a lady on, I think her name's Alyssa, on The View, that's trying to give them the 411. Like, can you guys shut the heck up and listen to the people that voted for Trump, that would not have voted for Trump? Would not have voted for Trump if you would shut the heck up and listen. That's the problem with liberals nowadays. They don't want to listen to nothing you got to say because they don't care about the people. If you cared about the people, you'd shut the heck up and listen to what their problems are and speak to how you're going to fix them. and then you'll get their vote. Then and only then will you get their vote. But the problem is they want to sit here and oh, you're criminal, bigot, racism, racist. That's it. You literally ran your whole campaign on women's rights for health and abortion. That's it. That's it. On something that you couldn't even fix if you wanted to fix, Kamala. You can't just go in there and put Roe v. Wade back in there. It's not how it works. And the problem is that the uneducated, super leaning left liberals don't understand that. They don't understand how it works. The Supreme Court took it out. The Supreme Court would have to put it back in. Kamala can't just write it back in and it's just done. Right? Trump didn't ban abortions the last time he was in office. He said he was going to get rid of Roe v. Wade and give it to the states. That's exactly what he did. He did what he said he was going to do. There was no surprise there. There should be no surprise. If you're surprised, you weren't paying attention. He did what he said he was going to do. No abortion ban. So where they got this complete abortion ban mess at is fear. They were running on maybe women, the women's rights movement, feminism, abortion, was going to get them in office. What they didn't realize is that there's people out here that don't want men in the restrooms with their daughters. There's men out here that don't want that. I don't know about this dude. I don't know what this little crybaby nugget head dude thinks, but he seems to be super sensitive about some stuff. But me personally, I don't want no dude in the bathroom with my daughter. I don't want a dude in sports with my daughter. If you're born a man and you have man genitalia, you're stronger than women. You should not be competing with women. Now, aren't there people out there that have genetic mutations? Yes. But they came out that boxer, it's a female boxer. She's a woman. Yes, she's more muscular than most women because some genetic stuff, more testosterone, right? But she's a woman. She's born a woman. Me personally, I don't believe that there's a whole bunch of different genders. I think there's two genders. Obviously, I'm a Christian, so, but they don't care. They don't give a damn about it. They want a whole bunch of different genders, a whole bunch of confusion. They want kids getting gender affirming surgery. Like, she said she was going to use tax dollars to give inmates in prisons gender affirming surgery. I'm like, why would you do? Like, why would you? So if a man he wants to be a female now, so we're gonna give him gender affirming surgery, and then we're gonna let him go room with the females. Is that what we're gonna do? Literally, you guys, really, they're opening the door for pedophiles. Because all the pedophile got to do is say, I identify as this. And they in there. Now they can go to whatever bathroom they want to. We don't want that. I don't want that. Why would I vote for that? If the only thing that you're going to give me is abortions, that's it. Which I'm educated enough to know how that works. And that Kamala can't do anything about it. She's not going to put Roe v. Wade back in there. I don't know what made people think that she was just going to sign it. I'm just going to sign it back in there. And this is no. That's not how it works. The Supreme Court took it out. And has to go through the Supreme Court to get back up in there. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's in the state's hands now. Republican, conservative people are all about smaller government, not big, overbearing, doing everything. So the state's got to do their job. But the problem is that they don't listen. They don't care to listen. It was people out here talking about how they don't feel safe with the vast amount of migrants. Instead of listening to them, y'all patronize them. Oh, well, you racist. You don't like other races of people. You don't like people coming to America for asylum. Like, no, they just said they didn't feel safe. And you want to defund the police. So people tell you that they don't feel safe, then what is your answer to it? Patriotism. You patronize them, and then you say, well, we're going to defund police. We don't think we need the police out here. They just said they don't feel safe. Why would you say something stupid like that? Or the people that are like, man, we're broke as heck. I can't afford anything. What would you change, Kamala, from Biden's policies? I wouldn't change a thing. What? And then y'all wonder why she got her butt kicked. Then y'all sit here and wonder, like, what happened? Oh, America's racist. That's why she got her butt kicked. No, that's not why she got her butt kicked. She got her butt kicked because her campaign was stupid. From the jump, her campaign was stupid. I don't care what Meg the Stallion says. I don't care. Why would you have her up there at your dancing and booty? Like, you made it blatant what you were trying to do. Oh, I'm just going to get the black vote. Okay. Cool. Blatant. They were blatant with it this time. Like, they didn't even hide anything. They didn't even hide nothing. Blatant with it. That's why she lost. And it ain't got nothing to do with a racist country. The country is so racist or misogynistic, they don't want a woman president. Y'all black people wasn't behind Condoleezza Rice when she was trying to run for president. Y'all wasn't behind her big time. Oh, she's a Republican. I can't get behind her, though. Y'all are some idiots. 100% idiots. So it ain't about race, obviously, because y'all didn't give a damn about Condoleezza Rice when she ran. Y'all wasn't backing her. Right? We had our first black president in history recently. About race. But it's about race, though. Everything's about race. When that's all you have is to say everything's about race, this is what you get. You get your butt kicked in an election. Because, dude, you've been talking about race for so long. We're tired of it. We're sick of it. Tell us what you're going to do for the American people. How do you end the war in Ukraine so we don't have to keep sending military stuff over there? That costs money. How are you going to help with the tensions in Israel so we don't have to go send military stuff over there? That, guess what? That costs money. Ain't nothing free. Oh, well, it's stuff that we already had. Well, yeah, we got to replace stuff. We know how it goes. You got numbers and levels you got to keep. So if you send stuff overseas, you got to replace it. It's going to cost us money. But they haven't even talked to anybody over there. Trump ain't even in office yet. Putin already want to talk because he represents somebody that ain't to be messed with. He ain't going to let nobody mess with his people. He might be the most arrogant, dumb saying. He might say the dumbest stuff you ever heard. But one thing you can guarantee is he not going to let nobody mess with his people. And that's more than I can say for Kamala. Heck, that's more than I can say for Biden. Biden didn't just let everything just go. He don't even care. I don't even know where Biden been at. Where Biden been at? I voted for Biden. I don't even know where he been at. So my vote is void now because I don't even know where he been at. Tensions are crazy overseas. In foreign countries, we're involved in these proxy wars. Somebody got to be making money since we stay in them so long, right? But I'm tired of this rhetoric about racism just because you voted for Trump. You're racist. You're misogynistic. Y'all, the Bible says, let thou who is without sin cast first stone. And I know ain't none of y'all over here running around talking about racism got any room to speak about anything. Because you're literally implying that a group of people are a certain thing based on what they voted for. So you can't sit here and tell me that. That sounds like prejudice and racism to me right there. Because you sided with this makes you this. Shut up. You guys are killing me out here. This is GT the Vibe podcast. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to kind of get this out there. I'm tired of hearing the left cry about it. This is getting ridiculous. The election is done. It's been won. Democrats need to self-reflect. Why, and ask themselves, why aren't we listening to what the people are telling us? We've been speaking, but y'all ain't listening. All y'all cared about was abortion. That's it. That's the only thing I've really ever heard talk about. Women's rights. We're going to protect women's health. That's it. That's it. That's all she spoke on. Yes, women's health is important, but what about people's safety, people that don't feel safe? What about people who are tired of protests at all the colleges when they're just trying to send their kids to school to get an education, right? What about people that work 3 jobs but can't afford living? What about them people? Do they not matter? What about the people in the hurricane? The hurricane hit Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina area on that East Coast. What about them that they can't afford anything? We're going to give them pennies, right? We're just going to give them pennies. Well, why do we give the migrants so much money? So much money, man. It's crazy. But we can't give American people nothing. You got to make a certain amount of money. You're going to make less than a certain amount of money. I'm like, people that, it doesn't make any sense. Never made sense to me. I can go on and on for days about that, though. That's GT5 Podcast, though. Until the next one.